The University of Lagos and 7 others are now looking forward to an intervention where non-grid power and renewable energy project may just address their power needs, a situation that now begs for urgent attention among all critical stakeholders in the power sector, including the Rural Electrification Agency.
The allures of growth and development versus the shackles of epileptic power are increasingly becoming parallel lines that contrast in Nigeria. Let the numbers do the talking. For instance, on March 21, 2026, 10 a.m., the total energy available for 230 million, or as many residents that are on public utility, was a mega 2,669 megawatts. UNILAG got the lowest number, 80 megawatts. Kaduna, Kano, Jos, Ikeja, Disco, Enugu Disco, Benin, Ibadan, Eko Disco, while Abuja got 514 megawatts as its highest energy supply. Several intentions in the past and now just only unpacks how much is left undone. The Rural Electrification Agency, though with mandate areas, has been seeking dedicated infrastructure development to clusters through various initiatives. There's an 8-university intervention non-grid power renewable specifically for the learning community.
As you well may know, with such great and big university that is developing, evolving, sitting in the heart of a Akoko, you would expect that certain needs will always be stretched either to the spot demand or to the point where this infrastructure will continue to need expansion and support. One of those infrastructure is electricity energy supply. And through either alumni, through the university, either through subventions and various government programs, federal government programs, we've seen interventions either in buildings, either in power supply, in generator, alternative power. Recently, the University of the Faculty of Law had a donation for a solar panel and all of that. But it seemed like the federal government is saying to itself, look, let's have a holistic look at the energy need and supply and demand of this university. And therefore, it has decided under what it calls the Renewed Hope project to bring electricity and energy supply, alternative renewable power supply to about 8 universities, and UNILAG is a beneficiary. But there's something unique. It wants to bring a solar farm here that will amount to about 8 megawatts of electricity, which will supply the energy need, the entire energy need of the University of Lagos. But that's not the biggest news. The biggest news is that that solar farm will be situated on this water.
UNILAG doesn't just accept projects. They want tailor-made, value-adding, direct impact, hands-on collaboration projects, and this is no exception for them. The idea is, long after the project is standing, there can be a transition for maintenance and management systems owned by the university.
Through various collaborations with various universities, we have things like design studios, incubation hubs. The one very active incubation hub is what we call the NIT Hub, which was supported by the NITDA, which is a government agency that is advancing technology. And so we have an innovation hub that supports industry in devising the gadgets that can improve what they do.
It's UNILAG today. Several other universities are in the offing. Many are up and running. But how much that frees up power for grid use may still be abysmal.
What we need is a total solution, not half-half. And that was why the idea of floating solar came into being. It's very simple. We have already identified the parts of the lagoon that we are going to put the panels, and how we are going to protect it, and how we would draw the electrons using an underground cable to the main substation at the university and inject it to all the consumption points within the university. It's as simple as that.
From this presentation, there's a gulf of money still being owed the power value chain stakeholders, just as it continues to impact service delivery. President Bola Tinubu says he's aware of the recent developments. His minister, Mr. Delabu, couldn't help but apologize to Nigerians, asking for more patience. Industry watchers have advised for a further decentralization, spot interventions, and a complete overhaul of the entire sector. Well, while all that subsists, Nigerians have to exercise more patience as advised. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.